but one of the big things that you've created is what started off as sort of a hashtag or an online community, Copywriters Unite. So why did you create that, and sort of how was the process of getting that built up?
Well, yeah, so it is a hashtag. Copywriters Unite is a hashtag on social, and I created it because I was yet again working as a lone copywriter in a creative studio, and I just wanted to talk to other copywriters about the job, I guess. So I created it to connect us all around the world. And like, it's not just independent freelancers or consultants, but any type of copywriter in any agency or at a brand, they're often working alone. So it became a place on social for copywriters to talk to each other about things like where an apostrophe should go, or to share advice or work and jobs. And I never, like with anything I've ever created, I've never had like an agenda. There's never been like, oh, how can I make it big, or how can I make it grow? These things have just happened, and I guess it's because they didn't exist before, and it's a sign of needing to have existed before. And now I think it's been around for about 13 or 14 years, and thousands of people are using it, the hashtag, I mean, every day. And a couple of years after I created it, a number of people suggested that I organise meetups in real life. And like most creatives, the thought of doing something like that scared the hell out of me. Eventually, another copywriter, my friend Andy Maslin, asked if he could organise something, and I was like, "Yeah, put it on your shoulders, not mine." So yeah, I agreed, and he arranged it. And only 5 of us turned up to a tiny bar in Covent Garden, but we all had such a good time getting to know each other, and of course, we all had loads to talk about. So I organised the next one, and 30 people turned up, and each time more and more people have come. Like once there was about 80 of us at a London night, and now they're 4 times a year, every year, and in lots of different cities around the world. And I think probably 5 people only came to the first one because, like me, they were like, what's this going to be? How's it going to work? And maybe after the 5 of us all went back on Twitter and were like, that was fun, other people felt braver about coming, because it's nerve-wracking to turn up to something when you don't know anyone, and you're probably coming by yourself. I always tell people not to be nervous, because everyone's in the same boat, but also we've all got so much in common. Like you can immediately just say, what do you write copy? And the conversation, it starts to flow.
Yeah, I guess it's the fear of the unknown that sort of keeps people from going, but actually, like I said, there's so much in common. There's a lot of topics to cover and a lot of things to talk about. Do you go to every single one of them in the different cities you travel around?
No, I wish I could go to them in the different cities. I once managed to coordinate all of them. I think they were in 4 or 5 different cities on the same night, and someone did think I was going to all of them. And I was like, well, do you think I've got a helicopter? That would be amazing. But no, I go to the London ones. I did used to go to all of them, and then when COVID hit, I sort of held back a bit for obvious reasons. And as they've started up, I haven't made it to all of them. But also, I want people to go whether I'm there or not. Because that's what they do in other cities. They know I'm not going to be there. So I want them to like live on their own. There are plenty of other people that could sort of take over, and I like giving other people the chance to host them.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Yeah, is there other people who are in this industry that aren't copywriters but just love copy that come as well?
Yes. At first, when copywriters were talking about what a good time they were having at the nights, art directors and creative directors kind of started replying, saying like, "Oh, can we come?" And I'm very black and white, and I stick to rules. So I was a bit like, no, it's for copywriters. Like there are so many other events in the industry calendar for non-copywriters. Don't come into ours. But then I I thought actually we need all the support we can get. So now anyone's welcome. I call them copy lovers if they're not copywriters. And they do come because they love copy or copywriters and they want to meet the people behind the words. And it's always evolved into something else where like an art director might be coming because they're looking for a copywriter partner, or creative directors come because they're looking to hire some copywriters. And then other people come and find like a marketing person might come and find a copywriter to consult with. So copywriters find jobs, partners, mentors, friends. They go on and create things of their own after having met at a Copywriters Unite night. It's just a beautiful thing that I had no plan for, and it ended up being great.
I love that. Have you seen, because obviously you said you started it because you thought about, the lonesomeness of being a copywriter in agency life, especially, and probably in-house as well. Have you seen a shift in, the power? Have you seen a shift in what it's like to be a copywriter now that there is the community, and sort of how have you seen the power of that community come to life, if that makes sense?
Yeah, I see. Well, it's on social media all day, every day. Just people, I keep saying people, I mean copywriters.
Yeah.
Copywriters finding each other, connecting with each other, supporting each other, sharing jobs, sharing advice. I saw someone tweet just this morning that he had two calls with potential new clients, and it was as a result of having this community of people to spread the word about someone looking for work, or just generally offer support when things aren't going well. And that's really lovely, and I don't take any credit for that. That is on the people themselves. I think copywriters, like most creators, are just really empathetic and kind and want to see people do well. There's no well, not that I've noticed anyway, there's no sort of keeping jobs for themselves. There's a real community of collaboration and celebration and sharing, and that's nice. And then when there's a copy night on that I can't go to, I do often sit up in bed waiting for everyone to sort of tweet or post on their way home with photos and saying what a great time they've had or who they've met. And I am proud of that. It is really nice that I have created something that has ended up being that. So I'll take ownership for starting something, but I won't take the credit or the ownership for how it's evolved, because that's what a community is, right? Everyone's responsible.
Exactly. It's a co-creation of everyone that's in it, really.
Yeah, I just found them a way to find each other.
Yeah, you just set the spark.